Swipe Up, episode 240, the podcast where I share my unfiltered thoughts on the latest news and entertainment updates. I am your host, Ray Taylor, Mr. Free Speech himself. Twitter censorship more rampant under Elon Musk. Study conducted by MRC, Free Speech America, which is a conservative group, by the way. So this is a conservative group, did a study, and found Elon Musk to be censoring more accounts than previous ownership of Twitter. So for all the conservatives out there that want to defend Elon Musk, this is your group. Now, how they decide to define these findings of why their explanation of why there's more censorship is because the same kind of woke that Twitter is, there's rebellious employees within Twitter that are doing it, which is stupid, which I'll get into that. This Media Research Center, which is a conservative media watchdog, the study claims that Twitter censorship has risen under Elon Musk's leadership compared to the previous regime. The MCR Free Speech America documented 293 cases of censorship between November 4th of 2022 and March 4th of 2023. Which is 67 more cases than the 226 cases documented during the same period the year before. The severity of censorship has allegedly increased as well. In 84% of the documented cases under Musk's leadership, Twitter locked users' accounts, requiring them to delete content to regain their accounts. In contrast to the previous regime, had locked accounts in only 60% of the cases, so 60% up to 84% of the cases. The study claims that the significant percentage of documented censorship cases under Elon Musk's leadership were related to tweets containing hate speech directed at the trans community, which we saw when Elon Musk took over. There was a massive spike in hate speech, because that's the freedom of speech he wants to protect. He wants to protect hate speech. So so this is kind of interesting, as where it's like, okay, I kind of understand why he would be censoring more accounts. Because there's a lot more hate speech going on. An exponential more. I would imagine the percentage, if we were to track the percentage of hate speech pre-Elon Musk and how much of that hate speech was blocked, versus the percentage of hate speech that was blocked after Elon Musk took over, I would imagine it's gone down. I would imagine a lot more people on Twitter are getting away with hate speech than before, but there's just far more of it. That's why we're seeing a numerical increase. And the severity would make sense because hate speech, threatening people's lives, things of that nature, probably more conducive with a harsher punishment. So, but that's not all Elon Musk. So, yeah, technically more censorship with Elon Musk. Of course, the right-wing people that did the study, they say that the higher amounts of censorship they're blaming it not on Elon Musk, but they're blaming it on the employees that still work at Twitter, that are rebelling against Elon Musk and who are attacking, right? Because conservatives want to be the martyr. They're attacking the conservatives for their anti-trans rhetoric, which they describe as like this infection of transness, because they don't think it's natural in people to identify as something other than what is in their pants, apparently. They don't think spectrums exist when it comes to gender or sexuality or anything, that everything is binary in their view, everything is black and white. So, of course, they think it's a retaliation for them. We need the freedom to be hate speeched. Musk has taken action to address the censorship issue, such as unsuspending all of the major hate speech accounts like Trump and Kanye. and promoted transparency through Twitter files. Twitter restricted access to certain content. So also, there's a more serious type of censorship that Elon Musk is doing. So technically more censorship in the U.S. because an exponential amount of hate speech in the U.S. because he took over. But there is serious censorship that Musk is doing in other countries like Turkey, where he's siding with authoritarian leaders in order to censor any kind of information. He's done this, just made a deal with Turkey, but he's also done this in like India. And this move with Twitter has raised concerns about freedom of speech, democracy, and fair elections. Musk has been willing to comply with requests from foreign governments and to crack down on users that they oppose. Under Musk's leadership, Twitter has reportedly approved censorship in orders of higher rate, particularly in countries like Turkey and India. Musk's willingness to comply with government requests may be motivated by the importance of these markets for Twitter's operation. Obviously, India, massive population of people. They banned TikTok, so Twitter is one of the few that still exist. So they are playing ball because Musk is desperate to save this garbage fire that is Twitter. So he's willing to bow down to whatever authoritarians want to silence any kind of dissenters. So interesting that, like, technically, I mean, in America, censorship on the rise, or there's more of it because there's exponentially more. I would imagine far less hate speech is being censored than previously, because there's so much. But as far as other countries, Musk has zero problem allowing governments to dictate what can and what can't be posted on Twitter. And I'm sure if a Republican gets in office in the United States, he will 100%. That's why they want to block TikTok in the United States, is because they know Facebook and Twitter will do whatever they want. So if somebody like Trump wants to be the first American dictator, Twitter and Facebook will gladly help him spread whatever propaganda and misinformation he wants. So interesting that it's interesting that a conservative research group found that there was more censorship since Musk. They were willing to admit Musk is censoring people. But their explanation for it, because it's their people that are spreading hate speech against one of the smallest minorities in the group, the transgender community, they think they're the ones that are being attacked. They're the martyrs. And I would imagine the majority of those accounts are burner accounts anyway, because they tend to hide behind burner accounts because they know they're saying the worst kinds of shit. Like, I just got my life threatened the other day on TikTok from a burner account that's stalking some woman. The only account this person follows is some woman, so I don't know what they're stalking that woman for, but didn't like the fact that I talked about Trump in the way I did in the last swipe up. Anyway, the sources for this story, censortrack.org and slate.com. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Swipe Up. I hope you enjoyed my thoughts and insights on the latest news and entertainment updates. Please join the conversation by leaving a comment or rating on your favorite podcast platform or on YouTube. And I'll see you next Thursday for more unfiltered opinions and fresh perspectives. And remember, if you don't agree with me, you don't have to threaten to shoot me.
New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on YouTube and everywhere our podcasts are found. Binge the full week over at inspireddisorder.com/plus. Buy Ray Taylor Show merch over at inspireddisorder.com. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!
Today is the day where you wake up and you realize that everything that you've been dreaming about, everything that you've been wanting, every goal and wish and hope that you've ever had can become real. Dreams can come true. What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.